The address is CBS.
Welcome home.
Thanks for setting me up.
What?
You know, I trusted you. I mean, I told you everything. You call yourself my friend and then you go and stab me in the back? You let me make a damn fool out of myself with her.
Eddie, I don't know what you're talking about, okay? I don't know.
Katie that I wasn't going to college.
No, I didn't. Eddie, I would never do that to you, ever.
Just stop it, all right? Don't try to play me for a fool.
I'm not. Eddie, I swear I would
Georgia,
never hurt.
stop it. Don't touch me, all right? Look, I just saw Katie. She told me about your little conversation.
Oh, I know what we should do. Let's do the whole church in candles. Let's put them on the altar, by the pews, by the choir, under the windows, everywhere. What do you think? Hello, Missy?
I'm sorry.
Have you even heard a word I said?
I'm just thinking, Mama. Sorry.
Well, we're trying to plan your wedding here. Now, I don't know what you're thinking about that could be more important than that, but... Listen, if it's Brad Snyder you're thinking about, you need to get over it.
It's not that simple.
It could be if you let it be. Listen, you're getting ready to marry the man that you love, okay? And that's Ben. So can we get Brad off the brain for a minute?
Oh, honey, it's beautiful.
You got it? If Ma had her druthers, this tree would have been up the day after Thanksgiving. Oh, man, she couldn't wait for Christmas. It was the same way every year. She was like a kid. I think the suspense killed her more than it did Brad and I. Got me going down memory lane. I don't do that.
This is just a theory, Jack, but, maybe you're trying to recreate a Christmas from your past. You know, like the one you told me about, where your mom was putting a star up on top of the tree and she fell,
Yeah.
and your dad caught her.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Brad took care of that when he killed Dad. Don't go there, Julia. I know what you're thinking, and you're wrong. No way was my mom in the car that night. And she wouldn't have lied to me about it all these years.
I'm not so sure about that, Jack. Because your mom is lying to you right now.
Lisa and I found the video camera you hid in her apartment.
Okay, someone put a camera in Lisa's apartment? That's terrible.
Golly, you didn't even have the old smarts to use one of your own. You used mine.
I don't have any idea what you're talking
Oh,
about.
listen.
John.
Also, Lisa and I figured out why you did it, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The two of you, you put your pinheads together, huh? Did you happen to see Elvis at the supermarket, too?
I know you'd like to find us in a compromising position, huh? Well, the real question is why?
The answer is, I didn't do it.
No? The answer is you'd like to get some dirt on me so that you could keep custody of the child, right? But that's not going to
For
happen.
the last time, I didn't do anything.
Listen, when are you ever going to learn? You can't outsmart me. I'm not Hal Munson, you know. I'm not that slow. I don't trust you. I don't believe you. The only thing I care about is my baby.
It's my baby.
Oh, no, that's a mistake we rectified a long time ago.
Oh,
You
right,
remember?
the contract.
Yes, and it's binding. I'll tell you something. Every stunt you pull just emphasizes to me all the more what a rotten mother you would really be.
You have no right to say that to me.
You keep these things up, I will take away these generous visitation rights. You won't even see that kid.
As the world turns.
You're gonna keep my child away from me.
No, I'm going to protect my child.
I would
from you.
never do anything to hurt this baby, and you know that.
You have put this baby's health in jeopardy from day one. You would be a disaster as a mother.
Well, at least I'm an appropriate age. At least my child won't be visiting me at a nursing home in a few years. Hello.
Carly Tenney?
Yeah?
This is Dr. Carrollton. You left a message for me saying you needed an obstetrician?
Yeah, right.
If you'd like to make an appointment, I'd be happy to see you.
Oh, good. How about tonight?
Now? At this hour?
Yeah, well, I know it's late, but, I need to see you. 'Cause you'll understand when I get there.
I'm working at St. Joseph's Hospital tonight. I have an office here. I suppose I could squeeze you in.
Swell. Okay, so I'll see you later then. Bye.
Who is that?
My cousin, Molly. I'm gonna go and see her.
Not without me, you're not.
Well, come on, John. You don't really want to hang out with the cousins and, girl talk, you know?
I don't want to let you out of my sight until this baby is born and safe.
Yeah, well, that's not until January 15th. So unless you plan on keeping me prisoner for the next month, and good luck on that one, you're just gonna have to suck it up and let me come and go as I please. And watch me now. Watch me, because I'm going.
Hello, Dr. Dixon. Or should I say, brother-in-law.
Party dresses, now 25% off at JCPenney. In luscious black velvet for the holidays. Party on! Fun, different, JCPenney. There is an easier way to say I love you. Give her the I love you diamond ring from JCPenney. Now just $199.99. So you won't even flinch. Fun, different, JCPenney.
Now, just where's that old Grinch putting Christmas this year? Inch by inch. Why, that Grinch, he's just hiding it here. Now, there's still time to find it if you don't delay. Just get to your Hallmark Gold Crown store today. Oh, the last-minute trimmings, the Grinch stuff galore. Want to sneak one last peek? You know what to look for.
Inside this dish is the single most important ingredient for light, fluffy, delicious mashed potatoes, Swanson broth. Rich, golden Swanson chicken broth adds flavor without adding fat. It's the 99% fat-free way to make everything 100% mouth-watering. So for super mashed potatoes or anything else, Swanson has you covered. Swanson broth, when all you want to add is flavor. For garlic mashed potatoes, try new Swanson seasoned broth with roasted garlic.
For 8-hour relief of high fever, only Children's Motrin has more choices. Drops for toddlers, liquid and chewables, and junior strength for older kids. More choices, only from Children's Motrin. Today's choice for high fever.
This Super Bowl Sunday, the Prize Patrol could surprise you with $31 million.
Hey, Todd, can you give me a hand?
The one and only Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes. Now,
The self-service for the birds.
bigger than ever.
I can't believe you do this to me, man. Some friend, you know? I mean, I walked up to Katie in the Mona Lisa, man. I tried to get up every ounce of courage that I had so I could tell her the truth about not going to college. But you know what? She already freaking knew. And she told me that you guys talked about it. So don't even try to wiggle your way out of it.
No, we did. We talked about it when she came over here, but she found out from somebody else, not from me.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Well, if she didn't find out from you, who'd she find out from? Because you know what? She told me she didn't see the application.
Wait a minute. Are you accusing me of lying to you?
You are the only other person who knew about
But I didn't tell her.
Yeah, well, I find it really strange. How the hell did this happen? I don't know how it happened.
I don't either, all right? But she found out, and when she came here, she was mad. She was mad at both of us for lying to her. So I calmed her down so she wouldn't be mad at you.
Really?
Yes.
How come you didn't tell me? Huh?
Well,
you saw me sitting here stewing, man, going crazy, trying to figure out a way to tell her.
Because I knew that you were afraid to tell her because she would feel sorry for you, and I knew that you were scared, period.
I am not scared of anything. You got that? I just didn't want to see the look on her face when I told her that I barely made it out of high school. You know what? People look at you like you're lower than dirt when you say that.
But not Katie,
You
Eddie.
should have watched my back, man. You shouldn't have let me go out and make a fool of myself. What the hell kind of friend are you?
Look, I wanted you to tell her because you wanted to, not because you got busted. I figured she would be impressed by that.
Yeah, well, she wasn't. Not in the least bit. And we got into it. She thinks I'm a total jerk, and you could have kept it all from happening.
So it's my fault.
Yeah.
First, you're gonna accuse me of telling her.
Well, somebody did, and it wasn't me.
And it wasn't me. All right? Oh, man, I can't believe this. I can't believe this is happening. You know what, Eddie? I do something nice for you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And this is the way that you repay me. So you know what? If you're gonna feel that way about me, if you're gonna think that I'm gonna do that to you, you know what you can do? You can go to hell, Eddie.
I'm already there, sweetheart.
I didn't mean to be eavesdropping. Anyway, it was obvious from your mom's side of the conversation that her husband wants a divorce.
Son of a... Why'd you ever get messed up with a guy like him?
What, is he that bad? What's he like?
One of Brad's friends.
He's Brad's age.
A little bit older. Brad always hung out with a sophisticated crowd. Frank was in the Army. Still is.
Those are the facts. I asked about him.
Yeah, what do you want to know? He's a good-looking guy. And he knew it. And he used it. On a woman like my mom.
So he was there to pick up the pieces when your dad died?
Actually, they were having an affair before that. While Dad was still alive. When Brad found out, he made excuses for her. Said that Frank was giving her things that Dad couldn't. Attention, affection, crap like that.
Maybe that was true.
No, Brad said that Dad was neglecting her by working such long hours. He was a cop, Julia. They don't make big bucks. And he pulled overtime so he could save up to send us to school. And that's the thanks he got from his own son?
Sounds like maybe Brad was just trying to defend his mom. I thought that...
What?
Never mind.
No, tell me. What were you gonna say?
Let's just... When you talked about your family, I mean... You made it sound like you were so happy.
We were. I mean... We had our problems, sure. Who doesn't? And our parents fought, same as anyone else's. But we were a good family, Julia, and we had a good life. Until Frank came into the picture and tore everything apart.
Jack, you know, there are people who would say that no outsider can break up a marriage.
You know what? That's a crock. Frank went after my mom. She didn't know what hit her.
Jack, that's the way that you saw it. You were just a kid.
You know, my mom loved my dad. And if Brad hadn't gotten drunk and mowed him down, well then, eventually, Mom would have dumped Frank and everything would have been fine.
So, it's not just your father's death that you blame Brad for, but your mother's affair also?
Brought that creep into our house.
But Jack, I mean, he couldn't have known.
Well, he damn well should have. Frank Pierce's the kind of guy who gets off on stealing another man's wife. Made him feel like a winner. Lord knows it was the only way he could go up against a man like my dad. He's a stupid, mindless stud who talks about his women in local bars. The only thing he ever did to surprise me was he actually married her.
Maybe he really loved her.
You know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, and I'm not surprised that it's over.
Well, from what I heard, it is. And your mother is lying about it.
You know, it's the holidays, Julia. Maybe she's just waiting.
Look, the point is that she's covering. The same way that she must have covered back when she was having the
Listen,
affair.
I know where you're going. Don't.
Just consider it, Jack. Maybe Camille was right. Maybe what Brad said was true. Your mom was the one behind the wheel of a car that night.
Mrs. Bennett, this is Dolores Pierce, my mother. It's Camille's mom, Sarah Ruth Bennett.
Pleased to meet you.
You too. Why are you here, Brad?
Oh, I made him come. I went to see the church my boy built. It's fabulous. He did a fabulous job, didn't he?
It's all right. It's all right. He did good work as far as it went. Of course, he's not going to be finishing the job.
If you would excuse us, I need to speak to you, Mother.
What was that all about?
Well, they're not going to let me finish the work on the church. I took a little vacation before it was finished, so Mrs. Bennett and her fellow board members fired me.
Oh, honey.
Oh, Mom, look, I'll get another gig. I always do.
Well, here in Oakdale?
Somewhere.
So you might move on.
Yeah, I might. What?
Oh, it's just, you do a lot of that. You know, I was hoping when you came here you might...
Mom, what are you trying to do here? Clip my wings? Come on, you know I get restless.
Well, I know, but I just don't understand why.
It's fun. I like what I do. New people, new towns. I lead an exciting life.
Well, maybe too exciting. You know, I heard about what happened in Florida.
Stuff happens, Mom.
Yes, it does, but it always...
Look, why are you getting like this? All serious on me. I'm fine.
Well, maybe not so fine. I mean, I get postcards from you all over the country, and they all say the same thing, how great everything is. And then I get another postcard, and it says the same thing again, and I keep wondering, if things are so great, why don't you stay?
How could you do that? You made the man look like a fool in front of his mother.
I just told the truth.
He wanted to finish this church, Mama, but he couldn't do that because you and your board had him fired.
Yes, with very good reason, and he doesn't have any business being here right now. As a matter of fact, he doesn't have any business in Oakdale. He really ought to get out of town.
I don't want that.
Camille, don't you think it would be easier for you to work through these feelings you think you have for him if he got out of town? You don't love him. You just, he makes you think that you do, but you don't, and you don't owe him anything.
Yeah, I do. He's given me a lot, Mama.
Maybe at the very, very beginning when you were first diagnosed because he wanted something from you.
No. He's been there for me from the beginning to when it got bad, to when I was being bad to myself, to when Ben was going through his thing, avoiding me.
Camille, Ben has always been there for you.
Not always, Mama. I mean, there was a while where he couldn't even look at me. He couldn't touch me. Do you know what it feels like to love a man so much and he can't touch you? It made me feel ugly. It made me feel that there was no man in this world that was ever gonna want to touch me. And Brad
what?
Nothing.
Brad made you feel differently? And how did he do that, Camille? What exactly is this about? You and Brad, you and Brad, you and Brad. Because why? You slept with him, didn't you?
Need fast itch relief? Did you know there's a cream that brings fast itch relief to irritating winter itch? A cream with 2 proven medicated itch fighters from a leader in itch relief for nearly 100 years. It's Gold Bond, maximum strength Gold Bond medicated cream. Fast itch relief.
Chocolate milk? This isn't ordinary chocolate milk, it's rich chocolate Ovaltine. Compare the labels. It's got vitamins. Nestle Quick has none. When it comes to nutrition, Ovaltine beats Quick, hands down. For us, it's rich chocolate Ovaltine.
More Ovaltine, please!
It's okay, Santa.
The quilted Quaker Bounty.
Happy holidays and a bountiful new year.
A
House Call with Dr. T. Barry Brazelton.
Don't rush your toddler into toilet training or let anyone else tell you it's time.
No.
It's got to be his choice. So I'm glad there's finally a bigger diaper for growing toddlers. What a big help and a terrific idea. Now he can decide for himself when the time is right. It's got to be his achievement, no one else's.
Introducing Pampers Size 6, specially designed for growing toddlers.
If you love the complete relief of NyQuil to get you through your nights, you'll love its non-drowsy daytime version called DayQuil to get you through your days. Vicks DayQuil, the non-drowsy stuffy head, sore throat, coughing, fever, so you can get through your day medicine.
When I cut off my hair, I wanted it back. Long, fast. And it's getting there. With Pantene Pro V Treatment Conditioner. Split and fighting power. So trims can last longer, letting hair grow out faster. Pantene, the stronger, longer, faster conditioner.
She thought her world was complete until her high school sweetheart came home for Christmas.
Sarah?
Ann Jillian, Robert Hayes, and Jack Palance. I'll Be Home for Christmas. CBS tonight.
I don't know where she is. Katie's gone. Eddie's
I
gone.
really need to speak to her. Do you know when she's going to be back?
I have no idea. She didn't say.
Damn it.
What? Can I talk to me?
Well, you might as well hear it from me. I did something really stupid, Margot.
You did not. I wouldn't know of such a thing. What'd you do?
It all started a couple weeks ago. I was talking to Katie, and I had these books. They were college books. They weren't mine. They were George's. I guess Katie was under the impression that they were my books, and I didn't do or say anything to make her think differently. Basically, I lied. And I had to tell another lie to cover that lie up, and I lied again and again until it just got out of control, Margot. I tried to tell her, you know, I really did, but every time I tried, I couldn't. Point is, she found out anyway, and now she thinks I'm a total lying jerk, which I am, basically.
Oh, Eddie, I'm sorry.
Ah, what? It's not your fault.
Well, yeah, it is. I'm the one who told Katie the truth.
Carly just left.
Well, I'll wait. So, you're married to Carly. For real.
Yeah, that's right.
Last I heard, she was married to Hal Munson and she was having his baby. Now the baby's yours and she's married to you.
Yeah, it's complicated.
I bet. Fortunately, I have time.
Well, when Carly was trying to get pregnant, you know, to meet your deadline, she didn't want to leave anything up to chance, so she came to me, and I did an artificial insemination.
And you were the donor. Ew.
Oh, yourself. I wouldn't throw rocks if I were you. You're the one who thought up the baby sweepstakes for $50 million. Now, what are you doing? You know that this crazy sister of yours would do anything for that kind of money.
You're not a big fan of your wife's, are you?
I married Carly for one reason, and that's to protect my child.
Well, you know, that's good because that's what I'm worried about, too. And from the way things are going around here, it looks like I should be.
Carrollton. Well, if it isn't Oakdale's answer to Linda Tripp. Now, are you recording this? Should I be looking for a hidden camera somewhere?
That's funny.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. How dare you, Carly? How dare you?
Hey, your boyfriend is the one who declared war. I'm just defending myself. Speaking of which, did he tell you to follow me around?
No, spying is not my job. That's yours. And besides, I'm here to see a very sick friend. And why are you here? Here at St. Joseph's in the middle of the night.
Well, that's none of your damn business.
Charming. You're so charming.
Dr. Carrollton?
Yes, and you must be Mrs. Tenney. What can I do for you? Obviously, at this late stage of your pregnancy, you've already had an OBGYN somewhere.
Yeah, I did. But, we've had a difference of opinion.
You're wanting to change doctors at this late date? That's highly unusual.
So are the circumstances. You see, Doctor, I want my baby to be born before the end of the year, and my doctor won't help me.
Is this a tax write-off or something?
Something like that.
When are you due?
Early January. So it would really only be a couple of days early. A couple of weeks, tops.
Mrs. Tenney, I'm sorry. There's no way I'd take a child that soon unless the mother or the baby was in danger.
But if there's no risk to the child?
It's totally unethical. I couldn't consider it.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you could, Doctor. Real easy.
I beg your pardon?
I used to work at the Oakdale Police Department. I've seen your file.
They never proved anything.
But you are, shall we say, ethically challenged. Well, that's why I've come to you. So let's just cut to the chase, okay? How much is it gonna cost for you to deliver my baby by New Year's?
Now, just where's that old Grinch putting Christmas this year? Inch by inch. Why, that Grinch, he's just hiding it here. Now, there's still time to find it if you don't delay. Just get to your Hallmark Gold Crown store today. Oh, the last-minute trimmings, the Grinch stuff galore. Want to sneak one last peek? You know what to look for.
It all starts right here.
This is the best cereal we've ever made.
Everybody in the plant likes it.
We have to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make enough of this stuff. It's actually toasted.
It's kind of sweet. You eat it right out of the box. There's a lot of hard-working people here.
We're loading up honey bunches of oats.
This is how we get honey bunches of oats to other planets.
We can't make enough of it.
We gotta feed America.
I like working here.
Honey bunches of oats. It's our favorite.
How's the fish?
Good.
It's here, the world's newest superhero. Huggies Supreme Care Baby Wipes to the rescue. It's the only wipe with ripple soft texture to clean like no other wipe. It's the thickest of the thick and has super wipe strength. So rejoice, good citizens. The ultimate wipe will save the day. Huggies Supreme Care Baby Wipes.
We're making Toll House cookies. Oh, those rich and gooey Nestle Toll House morsels are right up my alley. And all over my face.
Do you want one more?
Do you really have to ask?
Toll House bakes the very best.
This Super Bowl Sunday, the Prize Patrol could surprise you with $31 million.
Got the roses.
The one and only Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes. Now, bigger than ever.
Gesundheit.
Tonight, Charles Grodin is cracking Dave up, plus singer Jesse Norman, and tomorrow, John Travolta.
The new Wednesday edition, 60 Minutes 2, coming January 13th.
The men of the Turk family have been protecting the people of Chicago for 3 generations. They're cops first.
This is not a job for heroes, Joey.
Family always. William Devane stars.
Mother's already given up on the rest of us, but you're her great hope, so don't break her heart, son.
Turks, coming Thursday, January 21st to CBS.
I was right, wasn't I? I don't want to talk about it, Mama. Look, he took advantage of you just when you were starting to get your life back together.
He helped me. I needed him. And he gave me what I needed because he loved me. I thought I could never feel good about myself, and he showed me that I could.
Camille, he wanted something from you. You were vulnerable, you were sick, so he got it. And now here he is hanging around to get some more from you. You gotta get him out of your life, and if you can't, I can do that.
No, you don't. You listen to me. This is my own damn life, and I will handle this. Look, I'm sorry, Mama. I need you to understand. I need to talk to Brad. I need you to come.
I'm not going. I'm not leaving you here alone with that lech.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna send me to my room? You're gonna make me go to bed without my supper? You're gonna fight me? You wanna drag me out of here? What?
Anything I have to do, Camille.
I need you to come here. Okay?
I know your restlessness started when your dad died, but I was hoping when you came here, you and your brother would work out your problems. I know he blames you for what happened to your dad, and I'm sorry.
Ma, look, let it go, okay? It's over.
Well, I just never thought it was going to ruin the rest of your life.
It didn't.
Well, I thought you could put it behind you, that you'd, I don't know, find a nice girl and settle down and raise a family.
I have. Yeah. Found the right girl. And the trouble is, I'm not the right guy.
Excuse me, Mrs. Pierce. I need to speak to your son for a moment, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, sure. I'll go on back.
I'm gonna walk.
No, you're not. It's only 1 block. I can do it on my own. You've got a beautiful girl here who wants to say something to you. I'll see you guys later.
Just because Ma didn't tell me about the divorce doesn't mean that she killed my dad and lied about it. Even the fact that she covered up her affair doesn't compute.
Shouldn't you at least ask her about it? I mean, at least talk to her about the divorce.
Hey, Mom, how are you? Come on in. Hey, check out the tree we got.
Oh, it is beautiful. It's so big. Oh, remember the Christmas trees we used to have? They were so big they took up the whole room?
Yep.
Oh, and my glass ornaments. Remember those? The angels, the stars?
And the 3 wise men. Those are my favorites.
Oh, I remember those. And while we were hanging them, you and your father used to sing We Three Kings.
Yeah, that's right.
And Brad and I would always mess up the chorus.
Yeah, well, the 2 of you never could really carry a tune.
Oh, I wish I still had my ornaments. They're all gone now. You know, traveling around with Frank, they got broken or lost.
Ma, I wanted to, tell you that the room at the top of the stairs, that's yours. I made up the bed for you.
Oh, great, great. Thank you. I'm really tired. I'm going to go to bed now, kids.
Night.
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 I know I copped out. It's Christmas. I'll let her tell me her marriage is falling apart in her own time.
Jack, you don't have to explain yourself to me.
I'm gonna get water for the tree. You still taking those?
Yeah, they help me sleep.
Yeah, you haven't had insomnia in a while. Hey, you ready to go up?
Mm-hmm. I hope you're not upset with me for pushing you about your mom.
No. I just don't know what to think anymore. Or who to believe. Except you. You're my rock, Julia. I'm so glad I found you. Come on.
I had them do a rush job on the lab work, which was normal.
What about the baby? Will it be okay if it's delivered early?
I can't foresee any problems. The sonogram indicates that you're carrying a healthy, well-developed child.
But is it big enough? I know what can happen if a baby's born too small.
From what I saw, you're gonna have a very large baby, in fact. I was gonna ask you if you were sure you got the due date right.
Oh, trust me, doctor. If there's one thing I know, it's this baby's due date. And it's your 500 grand that tells us it's December 31st. No questions asked.
You're paying the bill, Mrs. Tenney.
Well, I'm glad you recognize that, doctor. And, it's been a real pleasure doing business with you.
I brought something.
What's that?
It's a Christmas tree ornament. It's for the baby's first Christmas.
Yeah, well, they won't be born soon enough.
Well, you never know. It could come a week early.
A week?
Yeah, the baby's due by New Year's, right?
Try mid-January. I thought you and Carly talked about
Baby's
this.
not going to be born until 99. She's going to miss the deadline.
What deadline?
I don't get it. Why did she marry you?
What deadline? I thought you gave Carly a month's extension.
I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. I told you, I made the trust irrevocable. If she doesn't have this baby by New Year's, she gets nothing.
Plane tickets to the town where she was born, $1,200. Train to the house where she grew up, $63. Pints at the pub where she met your dad, $8. Finally understanding where your mother was coming from, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's Platinum MasterCard, accepted all over, even pubs in Ireland.
What the weather will turn into next. Good thing there's a Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event, because right now you can get a Chevy Blazer.
The sport utility that offers a little security in an insecure world. And for a limited time, get low 0.9% APR financing or big cash back. You'll find great deals on other Chevy cars and trucks too.
Take control of the elements at your Chevy dealers Make Your Money Count year-end event. It's the season for you.
Of all the things we might put honey in, the best may be new Honey Cough. Introducing the first line of cough drops and cough syrup combining effective medicine with real honey to relieve even the worst coughs. New Honey Cough, a natural choice for coughs, from the makers of Robitussin.
It's a fever, an earache. Every minute she feels bad is a minute too long. Use Children's Advil. So fast on fever, it controls it faster than Children's Tylenol. Lasts up to 8 hours. Children's Advil. It's time our kids feel better, faster.
There are juices you drink fast, and then there's Welch's. Welch's grape juice is just too good to gulp. Remember when you were a kid, how it flooded your mouth with flavor? Well, it still does. Welch's Concord grapes give it a taste you can feel in your cheeks. And Welch's is 100% grape juice. They don't have to add a lot of other stuff. Welch's grape juice is just too good to gulp.
Stay tuned for more of As the World Turns.
Christmas Eve, Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood come together in an extraordinary celebration. Roma Downey hosts Red Cross Real Life Miracles, CBS Thursday.
Ride along with CBS 2 as we roll into the LA Auto Show. Get a sneak peek at 1999's hottest new cars, coolest new trucks, even see the automobiles of the future. Behind the Wheel at the LA Auto Show, Saturday, January 2nd at 7, only on CBS 2.
Buy Factory Direct. The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin has expanded and now has the largest factory showroom in the U.S. We guarantee our jewelry to be the lowest price. Compare Tiffany's 1-carat invisible bands for over $5,000 with the Jewelry Exchange's GVS quality for $1,600. 1-carat pendants are $249, 2-carat tennis bracelets $349, and 1-carat studs $399. We carry thousands of rings, bracelets, and pendants. We guarantee all our jewelry to appraise for at least double. The Jewelry Exchange in Tustin.
Now, even in the middle of winter, I can grow fresh herbs indoors with my Chia Herb Garden. The Chia Herb Garden growing kit contains everything I need. And what I like best is this natural chia growing sponge. No more messy potting soil. It holds just the right amount of air and moisture to help my herbs grow nice and healthy. Chia Herb Garden, the perfect gift. I bought one for my mother, my friend, my neighbor, and myself.
Chia Herb Garden's available at Rite Aid, Save On, Drug Emporium, and Long's.
How the stars will spend their holidays on Entertainment Tonight.
The address is CBS.
Welcome home.
I don't believe it. She told me that you extended this deadline for a month.
Well, she lied to you. Surprise.
Yeah. You're just as bad as she is.
Look, don't even try to compare me to her. I am just trying to help this baby.
You should have thought about that before you cooked up this trust fund deal.
Excuse me, but who's the one who artificially inseminated Carly and then married her? You know, it sounds to me like you're doing your best to get your hands on this damn trust.
This has nothing to do with money. This has to do with protecting my child.
Yeah, maybe it does now, but, you know, tell me, Dr. Dixon, how exactly did you get involved in all this in the first place?
Come on, I don't have time for this. I don't have time
for Carly. You can't just kick me out of here.
Yes, I can. Goodbye. No month's extension, huh? No month's extension? Think you're gonna have that baby early? Over my dead body.
Katie and I were talking about you and college, and she was saying, you know, that you're in college. I said, no, he's not. He's not even registering until next semester.
Great.
And then she looked kind of surprised.
I bet.
So I'm sorry.
Man.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, you know what, Margot? This isn't about you. It's about me. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, I just screamed at Georgia because I thought she told Katie. She told me she didn't, but I didn't want to listen, you know? God, what a total jerk.
Eddie, you're not a total jerk. I keep telling you there's room for improvement. Look, you just got in over your head, that's all.
Yeah, well, you know what? Try telling that to Georgia, or Katie for that matter. I don't think either of them's ever going to talk to me again.
Well, I can't speak for Georgia because I don't know her, but I'm sure that Katie will understand.
Oh, great. Just what I need for Katie to understand.
Oh, that's understanding is bad?
It's one step away from, oh, poor Eddie.
Not what a guy wants to hear, huh?
Definitely
No.
not.
All right. Listen, I don't mean to pry, but I know that you're interested in Katie, and I think that's great. But you live with Georgia.
Yeah, but listen, Georgia and I were just friends. That's it. The truth is, that's all me and Katie are, too.
And that's not the way you want it, huh? Well, if you give her some more time.
No, I don't think so. Your sister made it really clear that she wasn't in the market for a boyfriend. I mean, she goes nuts when guys hit on her. I think she's basically about school, you know, which I think is a good thing for her. I should probably just leave her alone, you know? It's weird, you know? Talking to you about stuff like this. I mean, after we...
Eddie, I want to be your friend. And I just wish I could help you with Katie.
Oh, I wish you could, too. Well, you know what? I should probably be going. Okay. I want to beat Georgia home. I got some major apologizing to do. Thanks.
Sure.
Listen, Brad, I'm really sorry about my mother. She should never have said anything like that.
That's okay.
How are things going with your mom? Listen, have you talked to your mom?
No, we haven't, and we won't.
You know, maybe it would be better for her if you...
Look, Ma doesn't remember what happened. I needed to stay that way.
Seriously, it would be better for her, I think, if you were to get this out in the open.
Ma blacked out. Okay, she doesn't remember what happened. She finds out now. After all this time, it's going to destroy her.
I don't think that the truth does that.
It does. Okay? Camille, the truth is not all it's cracked up to be. A lot of people can't handle the truth. Now, there is no reason for her to find out now.
But Jack knows now, maybe...
It doesn't matter. I know he brought her here to talk about this. And I told him, if he starts grilling her, he's got me to deal with.
You really need to deal with this, Brad.
I need to take care of my mother. I don't know if you understand. You see, she came to see this church because I built it. I didn't finish it. Story of my life. I mean, I didn't finish Lucinda's place. I haven't finished anything I've ever done. I have done one thing with my life, and I have protected her. I have kept a secret, and I will until the day I die.
Brad, that secret is what's keeping you and Jack apart. Are you gonna die before you ever get a chance to make up with your brother?
Oh, winter's a blast, but tough on your lips. New flavor craze to the rescue. Totally chapstick for serious lip protection in 3 radical fruit flavors. New flavor craze protects like chapstick. Tastes like fun.
Live the adventure. Live the romance. Aspen Cologne for Men. Live the life.
Feeding your baby gives her all the nutrients she needs to grow strong. But when you give her an ordinary bottle, you could be increasing the risk of ear infections, too.
Oh.
Johnson's Health Flow bottles are uniquely angled to promote the semi-upright feeding position, reducing fluid in the inner ear and the risk of ear infections. Breastfeeding is best, but if you give your baby a bottle, give her one that helps prevent ear infections too. Johnson's Health Flow. From Johnson & Johnson.
This week, People reveals the 25 most intriguing people of the year with all the fabulous faces, big breakthroughs, and powerful stories you can't forget. It's an exclusive look at the most tempting, most electrifying, most intriguing people of the year. Get yours today.
Wind tunnel by Hoover picks up more dirt than any other clean air upright, including all bagless brands. And now there's one that's self-propelled.
The sun will rise. Winter will come. And water will taste as clear and fresh today as it did 1,000 years ago. With Brita, tap water is transformed.
Oh my God. You know, I've been up half the night waiting for you. Where did you go? Where'd you go?
You know that store around the corner that stays open all night the week before Christmas? Well, I was there pretending I was Christmas shopping.
Georgia, don't ever do that again. You have me worried sick. Come here. Look, I'm just glad you're okay.
There you are. I've been calling you all morning.
Oh, I've been here for a while. I couldn't sleep.
Because of Brad? What did he say to you yesterday, honey?
You know, actually, it's not what he said to me, it's what I said to him. I had said to him, you know, about not keeping secrets. And maybe it's time that I start to practice what I preach.
Camille, you're not thinking about telling Ben about you and Brad, are you, honey? 'Cause, you know, Ben wouldn't really understand that, I don't think. No man would.
Mom, I don't think it matters.
It does matter, Camille. It's all that matters. You have to just keep this to yourself and go on with your wedding to Ben.
How can I do that? How am I supposed to do that if I don't tell him the truth, Mama? How do I marry a man when I have feelings for another one? A man I made love to.
Oh, sweetie. You're not having doubts about the wedding, are you?
You know, I've got the day off, so I was thinking we could decorate the tree and then do a little Christmas shopping.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love to go shopping. I haven't gotten Frank a present yet, and he loves fishing, so I thought I'd get him one of those radar things that help him find the fish. Do you know where I could find something?
You know,
like
Ma,
that?
those toys run into some big bucks. Why don't you just get Frank a shirt or something?
Come on, it's Christmas. I'm not going to cheap out on my husband.
Okay, we'll go shopping.
Listen, I should get going, though. I have to pick up my bridesmaid's dress, so I'll see you guys later.
I love
Have
you.
fun.
Bye.
Well, I guess it's just you and me for decorating detail. Remember how I used to do the house?
Yeah, we had more lights than anyone else on the block.
It was so sweet of you to get those ornaments like my old ones. It really was. You don't show it, but you're a real softy, just like your daddy. Remember how he used to love the ornaments that you guys made?
The pine cones with the pipe cleaners. Yeah.
Frank doesn't have a sentimental bone in his body. He didn't even call me at Thanksgiving.
He didn't call you?
No.
Wait,
Well,
you weren't together at Thanksgiving?
no, you know how the Army is. I mean, you know, traveling, we were just playing phone tag.
Ma, stop it, okay? You don't have to keep covering. I know.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. You know, your home is your sanctuary. The one place you and your children should feel safe.
But there can be dangers, too, and some of them are not so obvious. Improperly wired outlets that can electrocute, water coolers that can burn, household cleaners that can kill, lead paint that can poison. To find out about them, call HUD.
For a free brochure on HUD's healthy homes and FHA loans, just call. HUD and FHA are on your side.
My sister's a pharmacist. She said in 20 years I'd regret not taking a calcium supplement now. She said don't take chances. Take Oscal. Compared to store brands, Oscal's proven effective in more clinical studies and recommended by more doctors and pharmacists. Don't take chances. Take Oscal.
People say I don't look my age. I say Revitalift.
L'Oreal's new advanced Revitalift with double the pro-retinol A. It noticeably reduces the appearance of wrinkles, and Revitalift increases skin's firmness. Now with double the pro-retinol A. L'Oreal Revitalift.
Hate scrubbing?
I hate scrubbing.
You need the Scum Buster. With the power of VersaPack, it tackles the toughest cleaning jobs. So elbow grease is a thing of the past.
Where have you been?
The Scum Buster, built by Black & Decker.
Escape the demands. Experience the freedom. Leave the world behind. New Stetson Country Cologne for Men. Wear it and you're there.
Heartburn facts from the American College of Gastroenterology.
Heartburn was ruining my life. I gave up spicy foods, tried different medicines. Nothing got rid of my heartburn completely. Was something really wrong? Was there nothing I could do?
If you have heartburn 2 or more times a week or don't get complete relief on your medicine, you may have something more serious, acid reflux disease. Call 1-800-HRT-BURN for free information, then see your doctor.
It was more serious than heartburn. With the doctor's help, I finally got complete relief. I haven't felt this good in years.
Listen, Georgia, I'm really sorry, man. I was totally out of line.
It's okay, you were upset.
No, man, that is no excuse for the way I acted. Look, I know you didn't tell Katie, and I feel rotten. I hope you can forgive me, man.
Eddie, it's okay.
You sure? I mean, I'd really hate it, you know, to think that you were upset with me.
I was, but not anymore. Eddie, I could never be upset with you. Especially the way that I feel about you.
Lisa, come on in. Come on in.
Good morning.
What's up?
Where's Carly?
Oh, she's asleep in the other room.
Good, because I've got something to tell you. Last night I was over at St. Joseph's Hospital. I went to see a friend of mine, and I ran into Carly. She was talking to a Dr. Carrollton. It turns out he's an OB-GYN.
There's something going on. I know she's up to something here.
John, what in the world is it?
I found out from Rosanna last night that there is no extension on this baby thing. She's trying to have this baby before New Year's. I don't know why. I tell myself I can't believe a word she says.
Oh, John, what are you going to do?
I'm not going to let a child of mine be born early again. I'll lock her in a closet if I have to. Hey, Carly, open up! She's gone.
Sweetie, you can't just back out on Ben now, not after everything he's done.
I know.
I mean, he's been working so hard. He sent out the invitations. He got the reception all ready. Honey, he's done everything for you because you've been sick. And please don't do this to him. He treats you like a princess, Camille.
I know that. He has been good to me. That's why I have to tell him the truth, because this isn't fair to him.
Honey, it sounds like you're really getting ready to call off your wedding.
I don't know what to do.
Well, stop talking crazy.
I love Ben. God knows I love him. I want to marry him.
Then do it.
I love Brad, too.
Camille, you gotta figure this mess out, okay? And you gotta do it, like, really, really fast. Because the wedding's in a couple of days.
I know, Mother, I know!
You know, Jackie, I'm so sorry.
Why? It's Frank's fault.
Frank?
Yeah. Ma, look, I know your marriage isn't as great as you've been pretending it is.
Oh.
Julia overheard you talking to Frank on the phone. She said that he wants a divorce.
Jackie, I am so sorry I lied to you, but I didn't want you boys to know what a mess I've made of my life. Look, I've made so many mistakes. All I want now is to reconnect with you boys, and I thought if we spent a really nice Christmas together, it'd be a good start. Do you understand?
You should have told me, Ma. I'm not a kid you gotta protect anymore. I gotta know the truth.
Hey, I told you to leave it alone.
Brad.
But you couldn't do it, could you? Huh? You had to go after her. You had to fill her head with this crap. That she was the one that hit Dad that night.
This Super Bowl Sunday, the Prize Patrol could surprise you with $31 million.
Now that's a big check.
The one and only Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes. Now, bigger than ever.
Uh-oh.
It hurts so bad. That burning sensation. So I saw my doctor. He said where heartburn hurts most is where Mylanta works fast. All down through here where you want help fast. My doctor said Mylanta.
He was a playwright.
What's it called? Romeo and Ethel, the Pirate's Daughter.
Well, that will have them rolling in the aisles. Whose last 2 shows flopped.
I have lost my gift.
She wanted to act when women weren't allowed on stage.
That woman is a woman!
When they teamed up,
My heart belongs to you.
they broke all the rules. The show must
go on.
And the rest
Shakespeare!
became history.
Romeo and Juliet, just a suggestion. Good title.
Shakespeare in Love, rated R. Starts Friday, December 25th, select cities.
You can't cure a cold, but you can sure manage the symptoms with Dimetapp Elixir or Extend-Taps. With the power of 2 cold-fighting ingredients to relieve stuffy, runny noses and sneezing. One for everyone in the family. Dimetapp. You catch colds, we control them.
For the finest care you'll ever know, come to where the aloes grow. Improved Huggy Supreme diapers. They've got aloe and a core that's so much more absorbent. The leakage protection is truly outstanding. Improved Huggy Supreme. Leakage protection and aloe 2, the ultimate in care for you.
This woman is after Sharon's husband.
You slept with my so-called best friend.
This woman is after her child.
I'm gonna get her back.
And this week they meet.
You know where Sharon is, don't you? And you know where my Cassie is, too.
Now, will Sharon be in double jeopardy? Oh, if you only knew the young and the restless.
An American soldier stands accused on foreign soil.
You raped this girl?
No, sir. Based on actual events.
The United States Navy was on trial here.
Jag, CBS Tonight.
Hi. I noticed your little girl dancing.